The Ash Warriors are an honored and feared order of warriors in Ferelden. These wrathful fighters charge into battle with their painted warhounds, but beyond that they are shrouded in mystery and rumor. As one Chantry scholar who spent time among them put it, "The more I learn of the Ash Warriors, the more questions I had. They are mercenaries who demand no pay, men with no pasts, considered the king's men, yet beholden to no one. I could have traveled with them for many years and still had mysteries to uncover." Ash Warriors are most famous for their ability to harness their rage to gain great strength and resilience in battle. They trace this practice to the Dwarven Berserkers, passed to them through an Alamari warrior called Luthias Dwarfson, who lived during the time of the First Blight. According to legend, Luthias was born to an Alamari tribe and was always smaller than the other children. Even so, at the age of 12, Luthias saved his chieftain's son Tutha from his own dog, who had gone rabid. Impressed by his strength, the chieftain, Mabine, adopted Luthias as his foster son. As he grew, Luthias became known for his charisma and bravery. In time, Mabine's tribe came into conflict with other Alamari tribes, and he entrusted Luthias with negotiating an alliance with the dwarves of Orzammar. Luthias failed to secure an alliance, but while in the city he met and fell in love with the Dwarven king's daughter, Skaya. They fled Orzammar together and returned to his tribe, where she taught Luthias to use the Dwarven battle wrath. Wielding his rage as his weapon, Luthias led his tribe to many victories and eventually replaced his foster father as chieftain. The peace his warrior prowess secured proved fleeting. During a feast between Avar and Alamari leaders, Luthias met the beautiful Avar chieftain Morriganen, a talented warrior in her own right, and said to be descended from the legendary Avar leader Tyrda Brightaxe. Morriganen was captivated by Luthias and seduced him, making an offer of marriage. When Skaya discovered their tryst, she fled and returned to Orzammar. Luthias rejected Morriganen's offer of marriage, enraging the Avarian leader, and from that time the fragile peace between their tribes was shattered. As the First Blight raged in the north, a 15-year war raged between the Avar and the Alamari. In 355 Ancient, Luthias and Morriganen's tribes met at the Battle of Red Falls. A young boy from Morriganen's tribe challenged Luthias to single combat. The boy was able to seriously wound Luthias, but the Berserker emerged victorious and killed him. Morriganen then revealed that the boy was Luthias's own son, conceived during their tryst 15 years prior. She cursed him as a kinslayer, and the battle turned against him. Morriganen's tribe pushed the Alamari into the foothills of the Frostback Mountains, where Luthias prepared to make a final stand. The night before Luthias' final battle, Skaya came to him and offered him a suit of dwarven mail in exchange for a final night of passion. Luthias accepted, and wore the armor into battle against Morriganen. Ultimately, Luthias slew the Avar chieftain, but not before she dealt a mortal blow to his heart that his armor was inexplicably unable to block. After his death, a troop of dwarven warriors appeared to bring his body to Orzammar. The Ash Warriors were founded in the wake of his passing in tribute to Luthias, adopting not only his berserker training, but also styling themselves as a redemptive order. Many assume that the Ash Warriors are mostly composed of former Avar or Chasen tribesmen, but this is not the case. Most recruits were once criminals or individuals with troubled pasts. Murderers and arsonists have joined the Ash Warriors to gain a second chance, for to join the Ash Warriors is to erase one's previous life. I mean this literally. The legal records of those who join are destroyed, contracts voided, marriages annulled, and even records of birth are erased. Like the Dwarven Legion of the Dead, the Ash Warriors sacrifice their old lives to start anew, and find redemptive lives in service of worthy causes. The Ash Warriors are also known to be fiercely devoted to the Andrastian faith. In the decades following Andraste's death, while the Alamari of Ferelden were once again at war with the Chastened and the Avar, the leader of the Ash Warriors, Gelgenig, claimed to have received a vision of the Prophet. Gelgenig traveled the land and told stories of his experience, converting many of the Alamari bands to Andraste's faith. To this day, the Ash Warriors fervently believe in Gelgenig's vision, and held his armor as a sacred relic before it was lost in the Blessed Age. They are not followers of the Orlesian Chantry, however, as their faith long predates that institution. The Ash Warriors have been associated with the kings of Ferelden since the Exalted Age, when their leader Willem Halfheer agreed to help Calenhad win the kingship. The Ash Warriors cleared a path through the forces of Calenhad's rival, Tairn Simeon, allowing the would-be king to meet Simeon in personal combat. They also stood beside Calenhad when he beseeched the Landsmeet to give him the crown. Despite their connection to the throne, the Ash Warriors are bound by no formal oaths. They choose the causes they fight for, such as when they answered King Caelin's call to fight the Darkspawn at Ostgard during the Fifth Blight, a battle they survived when many did not. The Ash Warriors remain as enigmatic as they are fearsome, but we can rest assured that they will always be driven by what they believe to be right. Okay, the Ash Warriors actually turned out to be more like warrior monks than I expected before making this video. Granted, a lot of this information comes from those Dragon Age 2 item packs. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.